Hi, the collective. My name is Aruna from All Change by the Minute Video Time. Again, thank you for being back, okay? Evil is lurking. No more evil in your life. Only love towards yourself. Because what I got, the balance between love and boundaries, okay? Or just boundary. Yeah. Because boundary is needed. When we are not loving on ourselves, not in a matter, okay? Space. Yeah. Because there's space around you, okay? And that space is being created again with that inner circle, what you're allowing, what kind of people you are allowing in your mind, I heard, okay? Not only in your mind, okay? But also allowing in that inner circle surrounding you. So in your environment, that is what I'm getting, okay? Yeah. No more. Yeah, but no more. Because you are loving yourself. And no more means, in this case, the people you are allowing, those people could not handle you. Could not handle you means your love, okay? That you are giving, a giving person, a narc, I'm getting, okay? Very evil, very dark person, cheating, lying, business. I heard business, okay? I'm not sure what that is. What's the business about? Something to do together, business. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe you had a business together, okay? Yeah, drowning. Oh my God, drowning. Whoa. Drowning into work. Drowning to arranging, drowning into planning everything in your life, okay? Yeah, roller coaster. Oh my God. And I know that roller coaster, okay, years ago, what I have gone through. But a roller coaster, yeah. It's up and down, and then a loop, okay? Yeah. It's fast. And that means fast life, okay? Yeah. And that means that there is no foundation. Fast life is never about foundation, okay? But when we are going slow in our life and we are learning that when we are doing everything slow in our life, you will find yourself that you are thinking more. That is good, but do not overthink again. But thinking more about what is happening around you, what is happening in that inner circle, who you are allowing into that inner circle. What are you going to learn in that inner circle, okay? But while you are observing, while you are learning in that inner circle, you need to stand in that inner circle, okay? In that middle, in the center, stay there. Yeah, looking 360, okay? What is happening? Who are these people in my life? They need to go, I heard. People need to go, okay? Yeah. People need to go, yeah. I heard they are taking too much of your time. They are taking too much of your time and of your life, okay? It's wasted. And again, I don't want to see everything as wasted, but when you are working on a high level of spirituality, okay, you will see that you don't want to waste your time anymore, okay? And even though it's not, again, awareness, okay? Getting your awareness, working on your awareness. You as a being, working on yourself, to love yourself, butterflies, transformations, phoenix is about rising the many times we are dying in our lives, okay? And I don't mean that literally, okay? But phoenix rising is about from ashes to ashes, I heard, dust to dust, yeah. Rising from the ashes, okay? Yeah. Even though burned to ashes, you will see yourself flying again as that phoenix, okay? As that phoenix, yeah. Because that is who you are. That is what you are creating for yourself. Working with God, working with the universe. Try to believe in yourself. Because when you are believing in yourself and you're choosing that path of the balance between love and boundary, and I'm talking about your own self, okay, your own being, your state of being, who you are as a person from the inside, the character, the attitude, which you are carrying already within you, but we are not knowing it, okay? Flying free, first card, flying free. I unfurl my wings and flying away. I heard from the bastards, yeah, who are cheating on you, not believing in you, okay? A very dark place you are being put in, yeah. And you needed to come out of it. And you didn't know how, the loneliness, okay, yeah. From the inside, the loneliness on a lonely planet, again, see? Be you. And learn how to be yourself. Because you were already being yourself, but then dark, okay, the dark. We need to be learning our lesson. When God is putting a certain being on our path, okay, when you are knowing what a karmic being is, okay, more evolved as a spiritual being and knowing what a karmic person means. Karmic means you need to learn from that person, your shadow side, yeah, who you are, what you needed to learn, yeah. Mirroring, okay, mirroring. That person was mirroring your shadow side again, yeah. And your shadow side means, what is that shadow side? I need to get this one, shadow work, yeah. Fear, okay. I don't need the cards, but I'm going to grab it anyway. Fear. Number one on your, yeah, but that is for everyone, okay. Fear. When we are acting out of fear, okay, that is an illusion. That is not from beyond the veil, because beyond the veil, everything is open, okay? Everything is open. An open mind will know what beyond the veil is, okay? When you have learned to evolve more and more in you as a spiritual being, okay? Yeah, because we are all spiritual beings, but not understanding that. And beyond the veil, there's no illusion. Yeah. So fear, doubt will creep in, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Avoidance. And by doing that, you will avoid. There are many people who are avoiding everything in their life for not to go into an argument with someone. But there doesn't have to be an argument, okay? When we learn how to communicate with people, yeah, just learn how to talk and then learn how to communicate, okay, in a further stage, okay? You will see that there are no problems. We are making the problem ourselves, okay, yeah. By putting fear in our mind, because again, that fear is from the physical reality, okay? Bondage, I'm hearing, yes, bondage. There's only bondage there, okay? And again, I'm not talking only about that one person in your life. Yes, those are the people who were in your, right away, in your environment, okay? Yeah, yeah. Stick together, I'm hearing, not that, okay? Not that. But with the good people. Stick together with the good people. And by avoiding things and not learning, you will stay stuck in your own mental imprisonment, okay, yeah. And staying stuck in a mental imprisonment is, and even though we're not knowing it, but the moment that we are going into spirituality more and more and learning what that is, okay, you will see and you will feel, again, that love for yourself, because you are choosing yourself, and God is not allowing for you to not to love yourself, okay? God will never allow that. Yeah, in the 3D, in the physical reality, we all learned how to be there for other people. Yes, also, okay, but we need to be for ourselves. And that is something, in my case, I knew already from a young age, and that is a gift from God, okay? But again, being in a mental imprisonment from others, okay, and not understanding that, okay? And maybe you are resonating with that, yeah. Not not knowing how to give the love towards yourself and giving the love only towards people and people and people and people, okay? Yeah. Until one day, okay? Yeah. No more avoiding. Bliss and bless, I heard, okay? Yeah. Because the avoidance, okay? Face what you fear. See the first card, and that is about fear, okay? And I didn't see that one. Yeah. But fear, okay? Face what you fear, for avoidance is but a temporary refuge, okay? Yeah. Yeah, refuge. Yeah. And there's always light, okay? Even though it's darkness, look at the card. But even though there's darkness around us, okay? This is your inner circle, okay? Yeah. And even though your boat, you're not drowning, okay? Yeah. You cannot drown, okay? As long as you are believing in yourself and you're choosing that path to stay on that pathway, okay, of learning and no more avoiding anything that you can learn from, okay? Yeah, you will be okay. As long, again, that you are seeing those signs on that pathway, yeah. Listening to that voice, okay? What is guiding you on that path, on your journey. So no more avoidance. Listen to it, because that is guidance. And when you are listening to it, you will see that you are evolving and growing more and more into spirituality. That means you are loving yourself. You set yourself free, I heard, okay? Yes, see, flying free. You will set yourself free, but not as a physical part of you, because that is no freedom, because that is bondage, okay? Yeah, bound to each other. I heard, in that case, for eternity in the darkness, okay? Yeah, but bound to each other. Okay, now I'm getting it. What did I say? Working together, something with together, okay? When you are working, child of light, okay, from the light within you, even though you're not knowing that you have the light within you, you can create magic, I heard. You can create magic, okay? No more bondage of the physical reality. No more bondage of people being attached to each other, okay? Yeah, because there's no learning there. The learning is only on a physical manner, okay? Yeah. But the learning, what we are talking about, is detaching yourself as a spiritual being, okay? Yeah. And that means the more that you are detaching yourself from people who are not serving you anymore. They were never serving you, actually. They were never serving you. They were only serving themselves, okay? Yeah. Creating, yeah. You creating magic, they creating bondage, okay? Yeah. Because again, they are not knowing what they are doing, okay? They are not knowing what they are doing. They are not knowing what you will be meaning, okay? Because they will think that you are crazy. While you are flying free, while you want to have the freedom in your life, okay? Yeah, the balance between love, not only hate, but your boundaries, okay? The boundaries, yeah. Boundaries needs to be set, okay? Yeah, because this is your life, creating magic again. So no more fear, because of the fear, we are avoiding things, okay? And by avoiding things, you will think, okay, let me avoid that one, okay? Yeah. And then you will go on with your life in the 3D, okay? In the physical reality. But then the fear is still there. And you cannot make choices out of fear, okay? You cannot make choices out of fear. Not only you need to believe in yourself, and the choice that you need to be making is you loving yourself. The choice that we need to be making, okay, I need to go. I need to free myself. I need to have peace, okay? Even though we are thinking in the words as on a shallow matter, okay? It will go deeper and deeper. The deeper and deeper and deeper understanding, okay? Depth and awareness, or shallow, or having an unconscious life. Yeah, just like someone is lying there, okay, laying there, unconscious. Yeah, not knowing what they are doing. Yeah. Meanwhile, we are the ones who are looking at the person, okay, yeah, and thinking why, okay, yeah. But the unconscious, okay, ignorance, yeah. Greater goal, I heard, greater goal, greater good, yeah. Control. By letting go of the illusion of control, we open ourselves to genuine freedom. Yeah, see? And that is what I'm talking about. Freedom is for all to take, as long as we are making the right choice for ourselves, not to deal with people who are still in bondage, and not to be afraid that, again, even though you think that you are built different, okay, yeah, I know it, but yeah, keep on pushing through until you know, okay, now I know that I'm different. Now that I resolve, I heard, okay? Now that you know that you can give the love towards yourself. Now that you know that you needed to set boundaries. Now that you know that you didn't have a healthy life, okay? Yeah, totally not. Totally not, okay? Because there was too much, no brightness, okay? No, yeah. But there was too much fear. And I'm getting it. Yeah, I heard the planet is yours. The planet is for you to create because you are here on this planet, on this earth. Ground yourself, okay? Walking bare feet, I'm hearing, yeah. Ground yourself, even though you need to do it, okay? Yeah. Ground yourself. Walking on the beach, yeah. Bare feet, ground yourself. That is one thing, okay? When you're walking, at least that's what I am having, okay? Yeah. The world, okay? The heavy weight on your shoulder. Lifting up, okay? Lift it up, yeah. So that you can fly. And feeling light as a feather, okay? Uniting with yourself. And the bondage is from the 3D, okay? 3D, not a 5D, not another dimension, okay? Yeah. When we are understanding dimensions, yeah, you will be able to fly. And it doesn't matter on what level you will be, okay? Because I know when you are evolving and elevating in your life and knowing consciously, okay, that was your first lesson that you know consciously, you will see yourself having more freedom, and that freedom can go into a deeper understanding, okay, yeah, until you found your peace. And even though you're not wanting to go more and more deeper in it, but there's no way out, okay? There's no way out. When you are going into spirituality, there's no way out. Only deeper and deeper and deeper, yeah. Deceit. Honesty is the bridge to authentic connections, yeah. And no deceiving yourself. No people who are deceiving you, okay, yeah. Because they are the ones who are deceiving themselves also. That inner circle, what you are building, and you are standing in the middle, in the center of it, okay. Watch and learn. Yeah, how people are reacting. Reacting, okay, yeah, reacting. Out of aggressiveness, okay, yeah. Don't react, okay, yeah. Be aware what is happening around you. And pause. Yeah. Think, okay, before you are leaping into that situation. Every situation, I think, not I think, I know, but knowing what you are doing in that situation, being aware, okay, working with a conscious mind for you to not to allow those people anymore in your inner circle, okay, because you want to be happy, you want to have peace, you want to be want to have a harmonious life, okay, yeah. So no more deceit, okay, not from yourself, and not from the others, okay, yeah. No one. Because again, bondage, that's bondage, okay? That's working in illusions, that's working from fear, that's working from chaos. No, that's bondage, okay, yeah. We are here to be free. We are here to live a peaceful life, and that is what God is wanting from us, okay? And we can all have the peaceful life, yeah? but understanding what to do to have peace in your life, to be grounded. Yeah. Yeah. And grounded means most of the time it's about the emotions, okay? Emotions. Yeah. Getting emotional intelligence, okay? Learning the basic of how to not to lose control about your emotions, okay? Yeah. See again, stoic. Stoic, yeah. Learning everything, okay? Yeah. And now that we didn't learned from the 3D, okay? Yeah. In the physical realm, you learn from those people. You learn from people. But you are moving on, I'm hearing. You are moving on. And do not have regret, because that is this card. Don't have regret in your life while you are moving on. Otherwise, you cannot get the love towards yourself, okay? Yeah. The past cannot be changed, but the future is still in your hands, okay? Yeah. That's why your future self will be thankful, grateful that you are working together, okay? Higher spirit, okay? Yeah. Higher vibrations, the frequency that we are working on with, okay? Yeah. Clock is ticking, I heard. No more wasting your time. And again, no more wasting your time with no regrets, okay? Yeah, because again, when we are having regrets in our life, you will stay stuck with those other people. And that is what they are wanting. Staying stuck with them, okay, in a mental imprisonment, okay? And that is no freedom. The freedom comes from within, okay? Freedom is being created. Peace is being created. Wisdom is being created. Experience is being created. Challenges are coming, but because of those challenges, that is your toil and labor, okay? You learned who you are, yeah. I heard getting noticed, yeah. People are noticing you, okay, yeah. That you are changing in your own life, that you are changing thereby, because you are changing, your whole environment will be changing with you. All of the people, okay, will fall from grace, I heard, yeah. Because they were not believing in you. Yeah, they were not believing in you. You felt alone, you felt the loneliness even, you felt the fear, and still, okay, maybe you will fear the fear still, but it matters, because out of fear, when we are not understanding what fear is, because of fear, okay, you can create, of the pain, you can create strength, okay, more and more strength, because pain is power, right? Pain, yeah, is everything. When we are not having pain in our life, we'll not learn anything, okay? There are still people who are not learning their lessons because they didn't go through lessons, okay? Because they are working with their unconscious mind. They're thinking that they have gone through lessons, okay? But no, the child of light, okay? Those people going and growing through lessons, okay? Yeah. You will be remembering who you are, yeah. Grounding, again, see, I'm hearing that a lot, okay, yeah. Depression, and that is about you. The depression will come in because you are moving, and moving mountains, I'm hearing, moving everything, what was not good for you to be in that inner circle and standing there so strong and using your strength, and yeah, thereby losing your fear, okay? Let go of control. Yeah, let go of control. Yeah, because when we are controlling our own life, okay, let go of control and let God take over, okay? Let the universe take over. It doesn't matter what you are believing in. I believe in both. I believe, yeah, okay, you know what, okay, yeah. This too shall pass. Every storm brings a rainbow. So every time, all the toil and labor, okay, enduring, I'm hearing, yeah. You endured so many things, okay, yeah. But that was your labor, yeah. That I heard passage. That was your passage. That was your pathway. Learning, again, physical reality, okay? The physical form of you before getting formed. Formless, I heard also, yeah. Formless, yeah. But before getting a form into the spiritual realms, okay, yeah. You will get, I heard get in shape, yeah, thank you, God. You getting in shape in a spiritual, on a spiritual manner, okay, yeah. And that's why you will feel the depression, but the depression comes from you letting your old self go, the old beliefs, the patterns, okay? What was piling up, pattern after pattern of decades of you learning that everything which you knew, who you are, that's not who you are. No, it was all a lie. It was all the creation of the physical form of you, okay? You believing with your heart and your mind actually that that was the truth. But the truth lies only within your soul. The soul knows what it wants. Again, the soul, okay, will go on and on and on until you found your soul back again, okay? Yeah. That's why soul's journey, okay? Lesson after lesson after lesson, we will learn until we have the spiritual awakening, until God will push us into a highly spiritual awakening, okay? Yeah. And bit by bit, you will see your whole self changing, okay? Yeah. Your patterns are falling, okay? Yeah. Because new patterns as a spiritual being is being founded, okay? Yeah. You're making new memories for yourself, okay? In your heart, in your mind, you are making new memories. And I'm seeing that game of memory, okay? Yeah. Puzzling, okay? Yeah. Fitting. Yeah, fitting, okay? Where do I fit? Okay, thank you, God. Where do I fit? Yeah. Where do I fit? Okay. At first, it is turned, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, my words. Yeah. No stone will be unturned. That is what I wanted to say. So no memory card will be unturned until you will find what is fitting, okay? Fitting by energy, matching by energy, glimpses of your own life. Bit by bit you will get, okay? Yeah, bit by bit you will get glimpses of your own life, okay? Yeah. That's why, okay, what was it again? I typed it down. The balance between love and boundaries. It's enough. It's enough, okay, yeah. So no more depression, no more loneliness. The roller coaster needs to go. And the roller coaster is there for you to find out that you are not that person that you knew, okay, anymore. Yeah. And you will think that you are in depression. Yeah, it will seem like, yeah, a roller coaster, a depression, okay, yeah. But while you are pushing yourself, keep on pushing, okay, keep on pushing. I know the depressions, it was there. It was real, okay, it was real, yeah. And indeed, a lot of crying and feeling lonely. But when we are not pushing ourselves to the limits and some more, okay, yeah, because again, there are no limits, because limits, yeah, is again the physical form of us, okay, bondage. We're not learning there, again, staying, yeah, in a prison, what is created by maybe one person, okay, and it's created by Satan, of course, evil, okay, evil acts, yeah. And not only that, it was already there, okay? And bit by bit, how man were created, okay? Mankind, all man, okay? Yeah. Bondage. Yeah, but we can still learn who we are. Who we are in a state, we need to be in a state of being, of spirituality, of the journey, of being aware. Yeah, the awareness, why everything is happening, what is happening, who am I, what I came to do here on this planet. Yeah, be you. Yeah, be you. Pride. True worth is measured by character, not accolades. Yeah. Yeah. Showing character means showing strength, okay? Showing that you are bold, showing that you have the courage, okay, to fight under fire, okay? When you are being under fire, when you are being put under fire, okay? In a physical reality, all the bondage, okay, yeah, bondage, bounded to people. Losing that fear. I heard that song, Losing My Religion. Yeah, losing my religion, REM, okay, yeah. Not knowing who you are. Yeah. It's not about religion, okay? It's all about spirituality. Yeah. It's all about spirituality. It's all about between you, the universe, God, and yeah, spirituality, okay? Yeah. Knowing that there is, in my case, I know, I think there's only one God, okay? Yeah. But that is who I am. Yeah. Yeah. And respecting everyone, okay, who thinks, yeah, there are more gods, okay, yeah. I heard Zeus, yeah, of course. We've learned, okay, more gods and goddess, okay, yeah. The God is within you, yeah. God is within you. Yeah, every single person who came on this planet. I heard Hercules, okay, yeah, Hercules, yeah. And I know why, because Hercules was, oh my God, strong, okay? Demigod. This is the second time I'm getting it, okay? Demigod, because I was sharing with you that, yeah, the God is within you. Demigod, okay? Half human, half God, okay? Yeah. It is within you. Yeah, the Spirit of God is within you. His presence is within you. Yeah, and we need to understand that. No pride, no ego, okay? No. Learning how to be fully understanding that you are not only a human here on this planet, okay? Yeah. Yeah. That is for you, and that is not for all of us, okay? Yeah. Because not everybody will understand, and not everybody will grab that opportunity to move and move and move and move, okay? To go into the spirituality, to learn the teachings, okay? Because you will be put in so much darkness, okay? So much darkness, heavy, heavy darkness, okay? For you to learn there, yeah. And when you've learned, you will go back into the light again, okay? Yeah. As God promised, because God knows you, yeah. God knows that you are able to do many things, and using that strength, yeah, to move in your life, okay? Just like the planets are moving, yeah, we need to be moving. We cannot stand still in our lives, okay? Yeah. Not within. From within, we are learning, we are teaching ourselves, we are, yeah, just moving, okay? Moving, growing, yeah. One more card from this one. Insecurity, yeah, insecurity can come in when we are not believing in ourselves, when we are believing in humans, okay, yeah. When we are believing in a bondage, when we are believing in the things that we have learned through decades, yeah. Your worth is intrinsic and unchanging, yeah. There's always light, okay? At the end of the tunnel, there's always light. Even in that inner circle, there's light. And that light is within you. You need to be shedding that light, okay? Yeah, yeah. No more shedding tears, yeah. Shedding and going into that light. All the bad skin, okay? The bad skin. All the jujus, okay? Yeah. Learning again in the darkness to move into the light every single time, okay? Yeah, believe it or not, I'm getting that one more time, yeah. Because when we are going into darkness and we are learning more and more there, okay, you will see, okay, that Okay, I'm going one more time into the darkness. There's a pattern that God was building with you. God was preparing you, okay? God was preparing you, not knowing it, but now you're knowing it, okay? Yeah, we're learning in the darkness. So you can know both how to live in the darkness, how to deal with darkness, and how to be in the light, okay? Because again, child of light, child of light. Insecurity card, this one. Whoa, many, many, many cards. Okay, take them all, I heard. Yes, okay. So loving yourself, setting boundaries. Yeah. Because when you are these two words, okay, love and boundary is good. You will think, okay, boundaries in love? Yeah. You're setting boundaries for yourself to love yourself, and setting boundaries towards the people who are not growing with you, who are not coming with you because they are standing still, and you're not standing still. You're believing in yourself. You need to go. You need to move. Okay. Yeah. And you need to be flying free. You need to be believing in that there is no fear. Fear is being created in the physical form of you. Fear is being created by the humans. Fear is being created in your own mind. Yeah. And that's why the conscious mind is important. Be aware, okay? No more controlling your mind, okay? No more mind fucking, I heard, yeah. You need to take control over your life, okay? And setting boundaries, that you are not bound anymore. And believing in yourself, yeah. That you will finish, I'm hearing, that you will finish this journey, okay? Yeah. Finish line. And I'm seeing someone, finish line, okay? Yeah. Believing in yourself, okay? Yeah. That you are the ruler of your own life with God. Yeah. Because God is the ruler of this planet, okay? And you're standing there on that planet. I hope you're not standing there anymore, yet that you are a movement, okay? Yeah. Because we need to move. We need to move, okay? Yeah. Yeah. The moment that we are standing still, yeah. We will be staying stuck in that imprisonment, okay? Yeah. Being in a prison of our own mind. And we will be our own worst enemy, okay? Yeah. The prisoner, yeah. Yeah, of our own mind. Yeah. Maybe another reading of that one. Okay, runes. First card, mysterious occurrences. Yeah. The moment that you are getting more and more and more into the spiritual, okay, you will see all the layers. You will see the depth. You will see while you are going into that abyss, okay? And you are not drowning, I'm hearing. You are not drowning. You're just swimming with the flow, okay? Yeah. Yeah. With the currents of the rivers, with the sea, okay? Yeah. With the stream, yeah. You're going with that, okay? Yeah. And when you are doing that, you are learning your lessons, you are loving yourself, and you will be loving your higher self, your future self. Again, very grateful, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Runes, okay? Yeah. The key of the heart. Unchain your mind and find freedom. See? Unchain your heart. Yeah. Also, yeah. Because the freedom lies within us. We are the ones who are taking action, okay? Yeah. To be ruling over your own life, okay? Yeah. And the key is within us. We need to be finding that, okay? Yeah. Just like you are locking that door when you are going outside, okay? You are locking the door with all your belongings in your house in this case, okay? Yeah. Because you don't want to lose it. Yeah. And you don't want a burglar, theft, I heard, okay? Coming into your house and stealing everything, okay? Yeah. That is what is happening in the 3D, okay, in a physical part of you, and actually everyone, but they are not getting it, that they are, yeah, identity theft again, okay, yeah. So when people are seeing that you are working on yourself, yeah, they are the ones who will be stealing your identity, okay, yeah, because they cannot work on themselves, yeah. They're not getting it, yeah. How to heal themselves, how to be self on that pathway, okay, yeah. Because you will not get the passage, okay? Not everybody will get that passage, okay? Not everybody will find that key. Not everybody will have that key to open that door. You are having that key when you're coming back into your house, okay? Yeah, turning that key and you will see that everything is there. Okay, yeah. That is in your heart, okay? That is in your heart. So everything is there. You need to grab it and learn, in this case, what is in your heart, what is in your mind, aware, okay? Just like you are being aware that everything is on, yeah, in your house, on the same place as you left it, okay, yeah. But we need to grab it, we need to go within, okay, searching for it, and bit by bit, okay, I found the key, I found my couch, I found those are lessons, okay, yeah, until you finished everything, okay, what you needed to learn, you as a spiritual being, yeah. The key of the heart, and having the freedom to sit on that couch in a peaceful way, okay? You coming and you want to go home, okay? Yeah. You want to go home. It's not only your house. This is your sanctuary, okay? Yeah. Want you to go home because you don't want the drama of the 3D anymore, okay? You don't want the drama. You don't want the stress. You don't want the fear in your body anymore, because everything was about fear in your life, okay? And not only your life, everyone, okay? Everyone, bondage, okay? Yeah. Until we are learning our lessons to go, okay? Yeah. And all of the furniture in that house, one by one, is a lesson, okay? Yeah. Lesson learned, yeah. See, check, I heard, yeah. The frozen land. Even in the coldest places, there are flames of hope. That means when you are going into the darkness and learning there, your light, okay? Your light is still there. The warmth of your light, your own light. The eternal flame within you, okay, is still there. I need to talk about that one more, okay? It is still there. It needs to be ignited again, okay? I'm seeing a match, yeah. Yeah. A match, okay? Yeah. With fire. Matching, yeah. Yeah. It needs to be lit. It needs to be lit. One more card from this one. And then I'm going to end this reading, yeah. Whoa. Card turn, no. So, the frozen land. In the darkness, you will feel the cold, okay? But you will learn there. You will learn how to not to have the coldness in your heart anymore, in your mind anymore, on your body anymore, okay? No, because when you're learning more and more and more in the darkness, okay, you've gone so many times into the darkness, all the toil and the labor, okay, because you've done so much labor, okay, you will see, okay, that you are turning into something beautiful, I heard, yeah, turning into something beautiful, because it's magical, okay, it's magical that we are learning there in the darkness and going back as a child of light, yeah, as a child of light. And a light again, and the flame give us warmth, okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, give your inner critique of vacation day. Be kind to yourself, always, okay, always, yeah. Yeah. Give your inner critique of vacation day. Be kind to yourself, always be kind to yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, okay, yeah. And the moment that we are understanding it, you will see that everything will be balanced out, okay? And you will see the transformation is coming bit by bit because God is giving you permission, okay, to take a day off. Yeah, because it's not always about working. Yeah, in your mind, yeah, that's something different, okay, than doing labor for money, okay, for money. Yeah, but labor for us to feel safe in our own mind and in our own heart is something different, okay? Yeah, that is the freedom. We want peace. We need peace. We want love. We need to be loving ourselves, okay? Yeah. But by boundary, yeah. When we are not setting boundaries to love ourselves, to heal ourselves, to transform ourselves, because every ending, we need to learn the lesson. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking only about every kind of relationship, okay? Every kind, in work, in situations, in people having just a relationship one-on-one, okay? It doesn't matter, in any kind, family, all karmic people, okay? Yeah. And maybe not all karmic people, the ones who are moving into spirituality, the ones who are learning more and more and not staying stuck there, okay? People can say that they are spiritual, okay? Yes, they can say that. But they are not the ones who are chosen actually also to do the light work here on earth, okay? Yeah. Spirituality, yeah. No. That's the 3D life, okay? Spiritual is very deep, okay? Is very deep, yeah. Yeah. Because the moment that we are knowing that we are living as a spiritual being, okay? And we are grounding ourselves, and when we are choosing to love ourselves and going into it in its totality, okay? Because it's about evolving, it's about elevating, it's about rising above every equation I'm hearing, yeah. Yeah. Also another reading, okay, yeah. One more card I heard. Yeah. This is about you. This is about you loving yourself. This is about you setting boundaries. You, okay, yeah. And again, people need to be taking a look and taking accountability of their own actions and again, of their learning process, okay? When we are working with that awareness and processing everything what is happening in that inner circle, okay, yeah. Because this is your inner circle, okay, yeah. Standing there, being grounded and watching 360, okay? Yeah, what is happening? All the people, it doesn't matter. It also, maybe in a room, it doesn't matter, okay, where it is. But I'm talking about your whole environment, okay? Take a look. Who's fitting, okay? Again, that puzzle, okay? And who's not fitting in your life? Who's not fitting in that inner circle, okay? Yeah, because this is your life. This is your inner circle. And again, it's not selfish because there will be coming a moment, okay, that you will understand, okay, this is what I was doing, my inner work, my shadow work for, okay? It's not only about yourself, that inner work. We need to be healing ourselves because when we are healing ourselves, the world will be a better place, a peaceful place for every one of us, okay, yeah? For every one of us. When you find something that excites you to all and enjoy the ride, yeah? And that's why the passion needs to be ignited, okay? Yeah. Not only you loving yourself, but the choice that you made to set those boundaries towards people in this case, in that very moment, yeah. That is where it all starts, okay? That is also, again, that person who pushed you, not that person only, but God, okay? Arranged, okay, for you to be pushed into your spiritual awakening, and it will not come right away. No, it will come in lessons. That's why all the furniture in your house, lesson 1, lesson 2, okay, until you have done the work. Okay? Yeah. And that's why there's no going back, okay? There's no going back, because when you are knowing that you are of the light, okay, and you are here, you will feel it in your bones, okay, that you are here for a greater good. I'm hearing for the greater good, yeah. It's not only for ourselves that we are doing it, okay, but it starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with someone else, okay, yeah. It starts always with the you in you, okay, yeah. And with the me in me. That's why spiritual responsibility, okay, yeah. Responsibility to take action in your own life, to ground yourself, to love yourself, to have peace. And yeah, that is very serious, okay, to have that peace in your life. Yeah. One more, okay, I needed to look to this one, okay? Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. See, that's why. Yeah. Yeah. Last card, okay, yeah. Whoa. Because your life is special. You chose yourself because you are a child of light. You are here to explore yourself. You are here to be on the journey, to explore what will be coming onto that journey, okay, on that path, okay? Yeah. And on the journey, yes, we need people to learn from, okay, yeah. But many, okay, many people, okay, yeah. Most of us, okay, gone through so many things into the darkness to learn there, okay, yeah. And even though people gone into the darkness, some people will stay stuck there and they are not getting it to come out of it, okay, yeah. And find their inner light, find their inner peace, find their inner freedom. Yeah, that is what we are talking about. And that begins and it starts with you. Thank you for being here with me, okay? Thank you for being back. Until next time, until next journey. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, everything what you can do, okay? You know what? Until next video, okay? Love you all. Peace be with you, okay? Bye-bye.